Hey, we're back. Sorry about that, guys. I had some severe technical difficulties. Not only did my streaming app crash, it wasn't Rogers, but the mount I'm using kept falling off the windshield. So I couldn't get it to stay. So I cleaned off the windshield again, and the mount, the angle's not the best. Sorry about that, but it is what it is. I'm not sure if that's a completely level horizon line or not. Here we go. I'm sitting way off to the side. To touch this here. See, guys, I'm good. It's nice and warm in here. What might happen is at some point on this drive stream, the suction cup might fall off. That's holding up the phone. So if that does, sorry, I'm gonna have to end the stream. There's not a whole lot more I can do than that. But I think we're good. I think we're good. So I've got the phone plugged in. I'm not going to be paying attention to you guys. I repeat, I will not be looking at the screen at all during the stream. Let me turn off this light inside. Why is that on? So are we ready to go? People say drive safe. We are locked. We are loaded. Let me slide my seat forward. It is snowing pretty good, folks. Wish me luck. I will see you guys in Toronto, and I might blab a little bit, but let's go. So I've got my wallet, yes. Credit card in there, yes. I've got my keys, yes. I've got my other phones, yes. Let me just check the settings on this one quickly, just before I go. I'm just checking one thing. Cannot see your chats, guys. Oh, I didn't put a thumbnail on this. Ah, well, who cares? That is the last of my concerns. All right, guys. All aboard. Again, if the camera falls off, I'm just going to end the stream because I'm not going to fiddle around with that while I'm on the road. And as soon as I start moving, I will not be looking at the screen. I had it timed out last time. This time it's not. But as Mario would say, here we go. Whoa. I want to turn left here. Are all these cars parked here too? Pick up food, and they are. I've got my Christmas gifts in the back. Man, look at this. Gotta be extra careful with pedestrians. There's a few different ways I can get back to the highway, but we are going to take Lundy's Lane up to Dorchester. That's not the quickest way, but it's a way. It's a way. So hopefully this stream holds up. An advanced grain. Welcome to Canada, folks. That's the Niagara Speedway on the left. I've got the heat way too high. What am I doing? I've also got that flappy. Here, I want to set my window defrosters are set. The Hyundai is en route to the city of Torontopia. Population, who cares? Driving around in Niagara Falls. What a day for a drive stream. Driving from Niagara Falls. I am not someone you ever want to hear sing. Here's one of those fun things where 2 lanes can sometimes become 1 lane in conditions like this, and everyone just sort of forms a big line down the middle. I gotta figure out my okay, so hopefully this mount is gonna hold up. Hopefully the picture quality is decent. And just to repeat, guys, my eyes are on the road. They are not on your comments. I think not only would that be irresponsible, but it's probably illegal. And if it's not, it ought to be. So please, I think there's a few moderators in the chat, but I'd appreciate if you guys just keep it to the positive vibes tonight, as you always do. You guys are good. I feel like a teacher talking to this class. And we are on Ferry Street. When I get north of the battlefield up ahead, it'll turn into Lundy's Lane. And this is Main Street. There's probably people yelling at me, telling me there's a better way to the highway. But this is the way I know like the back of my hand. So in weather like this, it's a lot better just to be comfortable and confident in where you're going than... Because I don't live in Niagara Falls. I've never lived in Niagara Falls. The only times I've been here in the last 2 years are to see my family, and which I obviously haven't done, and record videos. So go easy on me for my lack of local knowledge of these roads. Hey, Red Lobster. Sweet! But you guys get to see Lundy's Lane this way. The famous Lundy's Lane. I don't know why it's famous. Just up ahead on the left is the Flying Saucer restaurant where I finished up my last stream. Hopefully this ride does not end up with Johnny in a ditch. I was mentioning in my earlier stream, I used to do drives from London back to Toronto. And London is a snow belt. And this was back in the early 2000s. And I had a 1995 Oldsmobile Cutlass. That thing was a battle tank. And I would frequently drive home from London to Toronto in a snowstorm. So want to find a wiper setting a little bit slower than that, but a little bit faster than this. Too fast. Too fast. Maybe this seems just right. We did it, folks. So just here on the left is the flying saucer, I think. I don't really know. I'm not paying attention to stores and things like that. I'll be making a right on to Dorchester. Hey, there's a funky tree. Oh, did I go too far? It feels like I went too far. Do I even know where I'm going, folks? Yes, I definitely went too far. This is called Johnny Doesn't Know What He's Doing. I was so busy yapping that I missed. Oh, this is fun. Hey, it's a IHOP. Do you guys want to get some food? I'm just peeking how badly I screwed up here. Where I want to do is go back to Dorchester. Oh man, how the heck did I miss that? I was talking as if I knew where I was going, and I just straight up missed Dorchester. That was no good. And okay, so once I get on the other side of the highway, Dorchester should appear. There'll be a teeny can of trust on the far right corner. I was thinking like north, south, east, west. How did I screw that up? Stupid wipers. Ooh, Christmas decorations. We'll chalk that one up to nerves from live streaming. Also, when it comes to street signs, I can't really see shit. Oh, is this guy turning? Are you turning, buddy? You are turning. Woohoo! Next up, Johnny misses the turn onto the highway. So this is the on-ramp, just up here on the left. I'll have to navigate. And I have a car leading the way. We will take this good and carefully. And if I can remember, the top part, or the first part of the QEW here, is pretty dark. It's not that well lit. It doesn't get well lit until we get a bit further south. There it is, guys. Hamilton, Toronto. We are on the highway. Slowly. And there's nobody coming up behind me, so we have a nice easy merge. Oh man, these roads are so much better already. Good old highways. Now we begin the journey back to TO. I don't know if the camera can pick this up, but it is still snowing pretty good, but it's kind of like a light, wet snow. In fact, it's barely sticking to the dashboard right now. Or dashboard windshield. Oh, here's a car with his four ways on, disabled, in the far right. Hopefully, they're just taking a pee break. If you're wondering, we are going 82 kilometers per hour. Normally, in good conditions, I would be doing about 110, 115. But seeing as it is so dark, I can barely see the road. I told you guys it was going to be dark on this stretch of the highway, and it is super dark. I legitimately can't see shit on the road. I can't see the lane dividers. There's no... Oh, here comes some lights. Come on, Dougie Ford, build some damn lights on your highway. Let there be light. Sweet. We can see again. Hey, look at that. It's the road in front of me. I don't know why the hell that stretch of the highway is not lit. It seems like piss poor design to me, but maybe it's that way for a reason. But we can see again. And now we're doing 104 kilometers per hour. do not want to see brake lights like that. I think this guy got a bit too close to that van in front of him and had to brake. Now he's braking again. And now he's making the van brake. Thank you, Mr. Impatient Driver. What the hell was the point of that? I am going to go around this van, but I'm not going to brake to do that. Those are the Niagara outlet stores on the left. And just up ahead should be a massive overpass as we head over the Welland Canal. And typically speaking, this part of the highway, or probably the part where I started, will be the worst part. So typically the roads get a lot better the closer you get to Toronto, and that's probably just due to volume of traffic. Snow doesn't really have a chance to settle when cars are in a higher volume in the area. But this right now is probably better than driving in the rain because I have better visibility. Let me check the temperature. It is 0 degrees. So we don't really have to worry about ice just yet. Let's stop talking about the weather. I think that's obvious. Thanks for giving my car a shower, Mr. Truck. That guy is kicking up a lot. And look how close he's passing that car. I see blinking lights up ahead. What is this all about? I think they're on the other side. I don't know if you guys can see that, but there are emergency lights up ahead. Or construction, something. Oh, I think that's a salt truck. You'd probably just hitch a ride home behind that guy. Your tax dollars at work. There's a lot of flashing lights. Oh, there's a fire truck? Holy shit. There was a car that was completely spun out. There's fire trucks and police cars. I did not see an ambulance yet. But that looks... It's probably not that bad. They probably cleared it to the side because traffic is still flowing. If it was recent, there would be a backup of traffic. So hopefully nobody got hurt this Christmas Eve. It's just property. Property can be fixed. I'm going to guess how many viewers we have right now. The last stream I think hit 1,300 peak viewers, and then it crapped out. So I'm gonna say we're at 560. I don't think the drive stream will be as popular as the walking stream. This is Johnny flexing his knowledge or lack of. You know what, let's get around Mr. Brake Tapper. This car in front of me likes to pointlessly tap on his brakes and freak everyone out, so let's shimmy around him. And I can honestly say I've never seen this highway so dead. I have driven back from Niagara in the middle of the night before, and it was certainly not this dead. This is weird. And there is not a car in front of me at all. Johnny's feeling tired. Oh, it's only 9:43. Should I do it? Should I do another stream tonight? Would I? Could I? Should I? I will have plenty of time to do a Johnny Stumble stream. I was thinking of doing a Johnny Stumble stream tomorrow night. Maybe that's the better idea. I mean, you guys can't spend your whole Christmas with me. I'm sure people are responding to the fact that I just said that. Oh man, I don't get this car. I've got my heat all the way down to 1 notch on the temperature and the fan speed, and it's still way too friggin' hot. Come on, Hyundai designers, you can do better. Maybe if traffic is good when I get back, rather than go along the north end of the city, maybe I'll take the Gardner Expressway and we will go for a drive up Yonge Street. I don't know if you guys would rather do that at the end of the stream, but see the city at night on Christmas Eve. That'll probably only add 10 minutes or so to my drive. Like, it's not going to be that bad. But I think the Gardner is a much more visually interesting drive than the 401, because I usually just take the 401 to Allen Road and then I go down to Lawrence and I take that pretty much over to Yonge and then I go south. I could just get off at Yonge, but I find that kind of annoying. All right, we hit, wow, this is dark. I legitimately cannot see anything right now. I can't see the road. Hopefully we hit a lighter patch soon. Holy shit, I bet. Where are the lights? And the snow is coming down. If I do this, but there isn't done justice. Maybe some kind of infrared. All right, I see street lights up ahead, or traffic, whatever you call them. I don't get it. Why do they have these pitch black dark patches on the highway? I mean, it's fine 98% of the time, but if you had a day like this, oh, that guy's moving. All right, here's some lights dotting the highway. Sorry guys, I did not realize. I knew it was dark when I first got on the highway. I did not realize that even this stretch was so dark. I imagine the viewers are dropping like flies because you guys probably can't see shit right now. Ontario Street, 7 kilometers away. I seem to have found some other vehicles. All right. I hope everyone watching had a good Christmas evening. I think I had a very unique Christmas. I haven't done anything like this before, ever. Whoa, brake lights. I haven't done anything like this on a Christmas before. That's a truckway stop on the right. Alright, the roads are not bad. I think we can advance a little bit. I do not like driving behind this guy because he drives too close and he taps his brakes. That is, I mean, people need to be more conscious when they tap their brakes at the kind of chain reaction they cause. So I just wanted to get the hell away from being behind that guy. And it looks like we have another brake tapper up ahead. I always try to follow from such a safe distance that I can just take my foot off the accelerator. Man, this snow is really hitting us here. Rather than brake. I wish you guys could see this. This is nuts. Okay, I got some cars behind me, so I gotta move over. I'm just gonna do it here. We'll give them the chance to pass. So where are we exactly? We are at Ontario Street in Beamsville. Is this not where Mike Weir was from? Either here or Brights Grove? I don't know. One of these places. So we are well into wine country. And got some merging traffic. Sweet. We'll just keep a little bit behind this truck. Oh, are you coming into this lane, Mr. Truck? Nope. All right, I want to get past this thing. Oh, here he comes. He's going for the left lane. Usually the big trucks are some of the most confident vehicles in these conditions. Sorry if my banter is boring and not that witty. I'm trying to focus on not ending up in a ditch. Hamilton Grimsby. Okay, so Hamilton and the big Burlington Skyway should not be too far from here. And from there on, we should be in a very well-lit environment. And I imagine the roads will be a little better. So what do we have here? We have Bartlett Avenue. There's a hospital here. There's this one foggy patch on the windshield right ahead of me that won't. There we go. I just wiped it off with a Kleenex. Sorry, you guys get these little glimpses of light where it looks all good, and I'm sure it's right back to not looking good right now. So how about that local sports team? Johnny is going 76 kilometers per hour, if you're wondering. And the right lane looks like a dumpster fire. It seems like everybody is in the center and left lanes. Usually, conditions like this end up in 2 lanes. Alright, so we have an exit coming up. This is Maple Avenue, Ontario Street, and Christie Street. Man, I wish we were near Ontario or Christie Street in Toronto. And Casablanca. We're getting close. The end of the darkness is near, folks. Oh man, it's gonna be like the heavens opening up. Ugh. Tim Hortons would be really good right now. I could go for a a dark roast double with milk. Although double means cream, so you could just say 2 milk, 2 sugar. There's Casablanca. '50 Road. I remember passing this earlier today. And if you're wondering, we are well over half a tank of gas, so that is not a concern. Current speed is 75. Hey, there's a Timmy's on the right. I wonder if they're even open. They do not look open. Yeah, I do not think that one was open. The truck just threw a whole load of shit onto my windshield. It was like, and we have made it. Hamilton. Population 537,000 human beings. We're firmly in civilization, although some might not call it that. Hamilton has its own airport. They have a professional Canadian Football League team called the Tiger Cats. They have an arena that was built for NHL hockey that really just turned into a place to go watch the Ice Capades. Cops Coliseum. And that's pretty much all I know about Hamilton. Whoa, come on, buddy. That is a horseshit lane change. Even in dry conditions, that's a shitty lane change. And now he's going back into the left lane. And the dingus of the night goes to that guy. Like, what was even the point of that? We are going 80. I think Centennial Parkway is right around here somewhere. Oh, brake lights. Man, this is not as chill as my drive up. That was a nice relaxing drive. I was kind of just talking shit the whole way. down to 67 kilometers per hour. You know what, guys? I think I've been on... I just glanced at my camera right now. And I realized we were on wide view the whole time. Sorry, the camera had timed out, so my screen went off. Maybe I'll put it back on the wide view. I don't know. Is this better? Sorry guys, I can't see it. I don't know if the angle is... if I can improve the angle or not. It's probably pointing way too up. Sorry, I let the screen go off. I didn't even notice we were in wide angle the whole time. And the wide angle is trash at low light performance. If I get the chance, I'll see if I can fix the angle on the camera. But I will need an opportunity where I'm completely stopped to do that. If I pull it down a little bit, you guys can see a little more of the road. Maybe throw the wide back on. That gives you guys a bit more of a encompassing view, at least until there's traffic. You can see more of what's going on. Tesla Boulevard. Sorry guys, I can't see your chats, what's better, the wide angle or the other angle, but I think this probably gives you guys a better perspective on everything. QEW moving slowly beyond Fairview Street. We've been at this for over an hour and we're not even at the QEW yet. I don't know if you guys heard that. North Shore Boulevard. So the Burlington Skyway should be just up ahead here. Plains Road, Fairview. It says QEW moving slowly beyond Guelph Line. Okay, we are now heading eastbound en route to Toronto. Although the sign said the QEW was moving slowly, it doesn't seem to be moving that bad. And we are in Burlington. So we'll go Burlington, then the city of Oakville. This is the Halton region. I don't know, is Burlington Halton? I don't know. But Oakville is, and Milton is. And then Mississauga will be Peel. And then Toronto. And on the far left lane, the high occupancy lane begins, but unfortunately I am driving with one, so I can't get in there. Line, that is Walker's Line. That's where my aunt and uncle live. Normally at Christmas I would make a stop there, and the sign says Oakville 15 kilometers, Mississauga 33, Toronto 52. So we're well on our way, folks. Those of you who wished we had a white Christmas, you get your wish this year. And I think we could be moving a little faster than this. I probably want to jump into the left at some point. The first time I've gone over 100 in quite a while on this drive. Although the roads aren't too bad, they probably look worse on the camera than they are. What the heck are all these people doing on the road right now? So this is third line. One thing the super wide angle lens that you guys are watching right now does is it makes the cars look a lot further away than they really are. I'm not that far behind these cars, but if I glance at the screen, it definitely makes them look like they're quite a distance. Case in point, to the normal view. And if I switch to the wide, boom. But you see a whole lot more. And what's neat, I think, about the wide view is you can actually see cars come up beside me as they pass. So this is Dorval Drive coming up in 3 kilometers. Dorval Drive. Hi, everybody. Oh, Dr. Nick is in the car. Where's Dylan Reynolds? Is Dylan Reynolds in the chat? Hey, guys. It's me, Dylan Reynolds. I got a Stretch Armstrong for Christmas. Oh, that's nice, Dylan. Hope you enjoy your Stretch Armstrong. And I just want to say, next February, have a happy Valentine's Day. Oh, Dylan, thank you. It's an interesting choice of holidays. It's probably the next... Is it the next major one? I don't know. Trafalgar Road, 2 kilometers. We're almost in Mississauga. Ugh, this has been a long drive so far. An hour and 19. If you had clear traffic and you did 130, 140 the whole way, you would be in Toronto by now easily. Maybe I should find a coffee shop. We are at Trafalgar Road. Woo. So coming up will be Winston Churchill Boulevard, and then the South Service Road. We'll be going by a rather shit-tacular mall called Oakville Place. And Royal Windsor Drive, which for some reason is not called Lakeshore Road. There's Oakville Place on the left. I don't know if you guys can see it. Actually, they've jazzed it up. It used to be kind of one of those small dumpy malls. All right, I think I've got a slowpoke in front of me. Or not. I couldn't see in front of him. I incorrectly guessed that he was just going slow. Alright, so Ford Drive via the 401 and the 403. That is one option to get back home. Normally, these signs will tell us which is the best of the two. QEW moving slowly to Winston Churchill. Well, Winston Churchill is just up ahead, so that's actually not bad at all. Usually the bottleneck is going in the other direction through this part of the QE as the 403 merges westwards. Usually the bottleneck isn't eastbound. So because it said slow moving only to Winston Churchill, I'm just going to stick with that plan we came up with of sticking it with the QEW to the Gardner. I mean, if the Gardner is an abomination, I can always find out on the signs and head up the 427. Ugh. Ford Drive on the right. We've got a convoy of salting trucks coming up here on the left. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's kind of neat. And here's all the traffic. There was no cars coming the other way as they were all held up for those guys. Via 403, 1.5 kilometers. Toronto downtown, stay the course. All right, we shall do that. Kim Ji-sung, Anyang. No longer a shoulder on the left side. That's okay, so we are crossing over from Oakville to the city of MISSISSAUGA, Mississauga. I think Winston Churchill is the border for Mississauga and Oakville. There's an old AMC 24 on the left. That is now a Cineplex Odeon. Well, now it's nothing. Hey, they put a Dave & Buster's in there? I was not aware of that. That is the movie theater where I saw The Phantom Menace on opening night. It was weird because we all cheered. The whole theater stood up and gave it a standing ovation. And then a week later, the general buzz was, hey, that movie sucked. So why the heck is everyone... I guess people were just so overwhelmed and excited that they got to see a new Star Wars movie. It wasn't until like the second or third watch when they were like, what the hell is this? Tone that Jar Jar Binks character down, right? Erin Mills Parkway, south of the QEW, it is Southdown Road. North of the QEW, it is Erin Mills Parkway. This is very near where I grew up. I grew up in, well, not entirely, but I went to school in the Port Credit and Lauren Park area, and that's where I lived through elementary and high school. If you watched my drive stream this morning, this route I'm taking now is different. I took the 403 to the QEW, and now we are just staying on the QEW. Alright, so this should be the Mississauga Road area. There it is. There should be a Shell station with a Tim Hortons just on the right here. That Shell is a full-serve gas station, because you're absolutely not wondering that. As soon as the road straightens out, I will probably hop into the center lane. Let's do it. There's nobody behind me. Coming up is Ontario, Highway 10, and if I'm not mistaken, there will be an LRT line that runs down Highway 10. I don't know if they're using the Alstom or Bombardier. Essentially, they're streetcars, but I don't know which stock would be going on that line. Really out of touch with what's going on in Mississauga. But we have Ontario, then Cawthra Street or Cawthra Road, then Dixie, and then we'll be in beautiful Toronto, folks. I don't think this wide angle will quite capture how impressive the skyline is, but it will still be a lot better than what we're looking at now in Mississauga. So when I get home, I think I will transfer the video files to my PC, crack open a beer, and sit in my reclining chair and watch something idiotic. The first stupid movie that pops up on my Amazon Fire Cube when I turn it on, I will watch. I know I said I might do a stumble stream, but maybe we should save that for tomorrow night. I'm kind of tapped out. But massive thank you to everyone who... I know some of you have been with me the whole day, pretty much. From when I took off and drove to Niagara, to my live stream, to this drive home. Believe it or not, at some point, I saw my mom and spent some Christmas Eve with her, and I also recorded a video for tomorrow. But I have nothing to do tomorrow, so I will probably venture out and do a video. I might even do a live stream. Christmas Day in the snow, that might be kind of cool. That's if I have any data left after today. Oh man, 3 live streams. This probably is going to be about a 20 gigabyte day in terms of data used. That's okie dokie. Hey, Shoppers Drug Mart is open. wonder if this the Longo's is not open. That Longo's used to be a Dominion supermarket. If you guys remember when Dominion and A&P existed. Now they are under the Metro brand. Then there's Dixie Value Mall on the right. I remember going to a store called Bargain Harold's in that Dixie Value Mall. If you were embarrassed that your parents shopped at Byway, you were really embarrassed if your parents shopped at Bargain Harold's. I was one of those kids. Well, my mom shopped there. I don't think my dad would want anything to do with that place. He hated stores in general. That's one trait I definitely got from him. So coming up here on the left is Sherway Gardens. It's a rather upscale mall. It's kind of like a mini Yorkdale. And Yorkdale. And like Yorkdale, it didn't always used to be that way. It went from just a regular mall to a fairly nice higher end mall. And here's where I could get off and take the Highway 427 and take that up to the 401. That would be the quickest way home. But I kind of want to head into downtown and maybe just take Yonge Street up. And we are in Toronto. And these orange lane dividers they use are not very visible in this. I know they're temporary, but they should have stuck with white. So that ramp on the right there are people heading up to the 427. So next up, I think after Brown's Line is Kipling. Maybe 2-3 weeks ago, I did a live stream where I started at Kipling. That was the night I hit 30,000 subscribers. So I got off at Kipling and I walked over through Old Mill, which is beautiful, and ended up at Jane Station when I had a malfunction and my stream died. Here we go. We are in Etobicoke. We are in the city of Toronto proper. Help stop the spread of COVID-19. Essential travel only. Sir, yes sir. Although I think a lot of people bent that rule today and will do it again tomorrow. Christmas is really a 2-day holiday, right? Some people do their gifts on the 24th at night, some do it on the 25th. Others do a mix of both. My parents always let us have a few gifts at night. Generally gifts that would keep us busy. And then in the morning we'd get the lion's share of it. Although there were a few Christmases where at night we just got to open up everything. We knew there was no Santa. We didn't have to play that game. I called BS on that at a very early age. I called bullshit on the Tooth Fairy and the Easter Bunny and all that stuff. I was just that kind of kid. Whoa, are you changing lanes, Nissan? Sorry, I can't really let you in. I'm not going to hit my brakes to do that. And he gave up. He just turned off his indicator and stayed in that lane. I was talking about the beautiful skyline view, but we're not going to be able to see that anyways. It is foggy AF right now. But I'll get off one of the downtown off-ramps and we will cruise up probably Yonge Street. It's just got the most on display. I could take no, I couldn't take Bathurst. Spadina might be interesting. Bay Street would not be interesting. If I stayed with this and went on the DVP, that might be cool, but while I have the car, on a day once the snow has cleared off, I think I will do a video or two up the Don Valley Parkway. It's kind of a really fun drive, so I could take the Gardner straight through to the DVP and then hop off at Eglinton and take that. But that particular stretch of Eglinton is actually the worst road in Ontario. And that's a pile of crap of a road. And this is probably not the type of night you want to be on Eglinton East. Not that it's actually going to be that bad, but time is it? 11. Yeah, guys, I'm not going to do a Johnny Stumble stream tonight. But I will do one in the coming days. Maybe tomorrow night, tomorrow evening, tomorrow night. I literally have nothing going on tomorrow. Hopefully I can make a few videos and a live stream. And for people saying take a day off work, really, I enjoy doing videos. I enjoy being, once I get my ass out of the apartment and well, this car wants to change lanes right into me. Once I get my ass out of the apartment and I take that first step outside, I feel, even in the worst of weather, I feel like this is what I want to be doing. So that part is not work at all. And even though I did that live stream today and I walked around Niagara Falls, this was actually a light walking day for me. I'm only at 12,000 steps. Alright, so you can't really see it, but we have the Palace Pier and Palace Place Towers on the right, and all the other Mimico giant condos that popped up out of nowhere. That used to be a sleazy motel strip. There's the Palace Pier on the right and Palace Place. Palace Pier was the original, and they designed Palace Place to be very similar, but not exactly the same. I always kind of geeked out on high-rises going up when I was a kid. And that kind of triggered my fascination with the city. Some construction up ahead, or something. Looks like a big salting truck. If you guys wonder what I whistle because I can't whistle to save my life, it's the Armour hot dog song. Hot dogs, Armour hot dogs. What kind of kid eats Armour hot dogs? Man, I think I need to do this drive not at night. Maybe I'll slap the GoPro. I might actually do an external mount. I can mount it on the hood of the car. And I think that might make for a kind of a cool video. And if it blows off, oops, I don't think that'll happen. Most of the suction mounts can easily handle being externally mounted on a car. Maybe if I get to a red light, someone with a squeegee will come and rip off my camera. That's probably the real concern. It's not going to blow off, but someone might come just rip it off the car while I'm driving. Oh, that's a snowplow on the right. At some point, I'm going to want to move my butt over to the right lane. Okay, I can turn my wipers down. We're past the snowplow. So there's the Lakeshore Boulevard and Jameson exit. You can take Jameson up to Parkdale and Little Tibet. I'm pretty sure I recorded a drug deal going down last time I walked down Jameson on a video. Spadina Avenue, 3 kilometers. Alright, I'm going to just move over to the right. There's nobody behind me in the right. Now I don't have to do any more lane changes. Just on the right is Exhibition Place, and there's the Drake Center, the OVO Athletic Center. Is it OVO or OVO? See how uncool I am? It's where the Raptors practice when they are not in Tampa Bay because of a stupid pandemic. Man, it is foggy tonight. Straight ahead, you could normally see the entire skyline right now. This is actually one of the best drives I think you could make, maybe anywhere on planet Earth, because the way you approach the skyline is just breathtaking. I think I hit a patch of slush. It's also pretty amazing from the other side too, when you come in off the Don Valley Parkway. But right now, you guys can't see shit. Ripley's Aquarium, next exit. we are entering a canyon of condos on either side. These people get a nice view of a highway, complete with all the fun sounds that go along with it. Here's the Spadina Avenue exit. I can kind of see the CN Tower. I doubt you guys can see the CN Tower. It's really, really faint. This lane I'm in, my right tire is flirting with a bunch of snow that no one has driven over. Hockey Hall of Fame, next exit, the sign says. It's the Rogers, or rather Skydome on the left. Scotiabank Arena, Toronto Island, the Harbourfront Centre. If you're wondering why the heck I'm going so slow, because this is the lane I want to be in. York Street, Bay Street, Yonge Street, coming up. York Street North, keep left. We're going to go to Yonge Street. This guy in front of me is a Mustang. He doesn't seem too confident about his ability to handle this off-ramp, and you know what? There's a red light ahead of us, so there's no reason not to be as cautious as we think we need to be. And he's got two-wheel drive. That's probably not the best car to be out here. Good luck to the Mustang. Better safe than sorry. So that was York. Or this is York Street here. This should be Bay, then after this will be Yonge. Here's where the wide angle might be neat. You might get a better perspective on... It kind of makes everything look further away, but it gives you kind of a neat look at everything. Pretty sure I just want to follow this car ahead of me, and that is One Pinnacle. What the hell are my wipers doing? Slow down. So Toronto is getting about the same amount of snow, it looks like, as Niagara was getting. It's kind of a light snowfall. I thought it was going to be heavier than this. I think I put Snowstorm in the title of this video. Although it's not entirely unrealistic, I guess. And the roads are not very good. I was thinking Yonge Street would be a little better than this. That's what the other camera angle would look like. Leave it on wide. And I got nobody behind me. That's the Hockey Hall of Fame on the left. Jeez, I sound like I'm doing one of my walking videos right now. Hopefully we're not going to hit the lights the whole way up. Whoa, jeez! How close are you gonna come to me? Wow, all I could do was just sit there and be like, don't hit me. Stupid. I do not like the wiper settings on this. There goes King Street. And this is Adelaide. Next up, Queen. Everything on the right is east, everything on the left is west. So King Street east on the right, King Street west on the left. So here at Richmond, right would be Richmond Street east, left would be Richmond Street west. What the hell was that? I just got a light for like a second. Okay, I'll take it. And this is Yonge and Queen. So we're going to be hitting a few of the biggest intersections in the city. So if you're curious as to what Queen and Yonge looks like at this hour on a pandemic Christmas Eve, here you go. This angle definitely makes everything look way further than it is. Oh, here's someone walking down the middle of the street. I hope they find somewhere warm to go. Now we are at Dundas Square coming up. Eaton Center on the left, Dundas Square on the right. Let's see, there's a car just kind of chilling. The Praise Jesus guy is not there. There's a good amount of snow right now. That cannabis shop on the left is called Dutch Love. And I don't know if just on the left here is Jollibee. Chicken burgers spaghetti. You can see right next to the now leasing sign, that is Jollibee. They are not open. There's a big lineup. There's a guy pushing a bicycle across the street. Maybe when I get home, I'll live stream a bicycle ride. Yonge Street. Is this car gonna squeeze beside me? Might as well, buddy. Go for it. Thought he was gonna try to come up here. So there's College Park on the left. This is nice and narrow. So we have Carlton Street on the right and College Street on the left. This guy looks rather jolly tonight. Wonder if he's on his way to his gig. If there is a news of a super spreading event tomorrow, I think we can all blame Santa. These are probably Uber Eats cars on the right, if you're wondering why people are just stopped there. I almost guarantee you that's what that is. Or possibly Ubers or Lyfts. This is Wellesley. 이번역은 Wellesley역, Wellesley역입니다. The doors are on your right. So there's some cute little Santa bear things on top of that Starbucks. Young and Charles, there's always a lot of cars parked on Young. It's best just to stay in the left. Here's the intersection of Young and Bloor. That's the Mink Mile and Yorkville neighborhood on the left. I wonder if they still do the scramble crossing at this time of night. I doubt it. It doesn't really seem like... I mean, it's not Shibuya. Z Reference Library on the right. Man, have I been on the road for over 2 hours? And I'm at half a tank of gas. In the cold ass weather, this little car has done well. And that includes yesterday. I did a little live stream yesterday on the Johnny Stumbles channel. I did a driving test around Midtown Toronto. Because that went well enough, I decided to go through with it today. Now that poor channel's not going to have a video tomorrow because maybe I'll do one. Who knows? So Rosedale's on the right. We have left downtown. We are entering Midtown So the next major intersection will be Yonge and St. Clair. Then we'll almost be home, folks. You could probably take a dog sled home. Ramsden Park on the left. I did one of my first ever live streams from Ramsden Park. I helped an old lady cross the street. And that was the last time I ever did a good deed. The traction is a bit janky coming off the line at that intersection. I once drove, if you guys remember Car2Go, it was a smart car service that you could just sort of pick a car up, and it was kind of like a pay by the minute. So but they had specials where you could take a car on unlimited miles for an entire day for 99 bucks. So one Christmas I didn't have any car rented, so I took one of those to Niagara Falls. And on the way back, it blew a tire on the QEW in St. Catharines. So I'm sitting there on the side of the road in this smart car with a blown out tire coming back from Christmas. So they sent a tow truck to get the car, and they said a taxi will be there soon. So I took a taxi from St. Catharines all the way home to Midtown Toronto, and it was like $150 something. I gave the guy a $30 tip, and those jerks at Car2Go did not reimburse me for the tip. Not that I expected it, but I mean, come on, the guy is only allowed to take a customer from Toronto if they're going back to like his home region. So he was basically just turning around and driving back alone after that. I guess he still got paid, but I felt like you came and bailed me out while I was standing on the side of the highway like an idiot in December with this stupid smart car with a blown out tire. Do not change lanes in an intersection. Okay, we got to be careful here. We're going downhill, and these roads aren't the best right now. In fact, traction was pretty bad back there. And I would go into the left lane where it looks a bit clearer, but there's a car in my blind spot. So we are married to this lane right now. That's okay. I would rather slide into one of these posts than oncoming traffic. Man, this would suck if I wiped out now after this whole trip. This is the worst the roads have been, though. Here's Merton Street. And if anybody, whoa, is this guy turning left? Oh, I thought he was making his left there while it was red. If anyone has sent a super chat or a super sticker, thank you. I'm not watching the chat at all. We're almost home, but I just want to say thank you. I want to thank everyone who watched my first drive stream and or my Niagara Falls stream or this wide angle drive home, the accidental wide angle stream. But just to be interesting, I could probably turn left here on one of these streets and then go north up Duplex. But let's just keep it on Yonge Street to, I think, Montgomery. Well, I don't think, I know Montgomery. That's where we will go. So this stream has about 4 to 5 minutes of life left in it. Man, this is a luxury, seeing this intersection like this. Normally, it's backed up past here. This is easily the worst intersection year in and year out. Thanks to this horrific, never-ending construction. Here is Roehampton. And just on the right is a brand new restaurant that went in called Pie. And they have my favorite Thai dish, khao soi. They're above the Rosencrown. I think there's a left turn lane up here. I sure as F can't see it. I'm just gonna wait till there's absolutely no cars coming before I turn here. She is snowing pretty good right now. Whoa, look at this nice fresh coat of paint on this street. I wonder if it looks different with the other angle. Well, that's blurrier. All right, guys, we are done. Thanks for hanging out with me on this drive from Niagara Falls all the way to Toronto. This 2-hour and 20-minute drive. Thank you, guys. If anyone did send a super, thank you. Thanks for watching the Niagara Falls stream if you did, and the driving stream. You guys... Someone sees my gift. Yes, the new blow-up doll is in there. But thank you, guys. I'm very, very grateful. We have over 1,000 views. This is probably going to be my all-time most viewed day, and it's not something I'll likely break next year. Thank you, guys. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, whatever it is you celebrate, even if it's nothing. Enjoy the season. Stay safe. Don't do what I did and drive through that on a night like this. But Merry Christmas and good night, everyone.